Good morning. Yep, it is a little bright. Here, let's try that. Better? All right, we had an amazing time here last night. Beautiful little camp spot in this little dry wash. There's just not any developed campsites this far out, and so we're minimizing our impact camping in these washes. And now it's time to get on the trail. We've had a nice rest, nice slow lazy Sunday morning. Got a pretty cool plan today. I'm gonna head down this canyon and see what we can get into. So ride along. Come on, buddy.
What is it?
A little calf. Oh, he's fresh. He still has his umbilical cord on him.
Good enough for cliff jumping?
Almost. Yeah, that down there. Almost good.
If you're just tuning in, we had joined our friends Val, Savannah, Alex, Nico, and their puppy Apollo a couple days before for a southern Utah adventure. Their family usually runs 2 rigs, but for this trip they've joined us with their Ford Raptor. We handed off one of our cameras so they could show you a bit of what their family travels look like.
Oh, look at that baby move.
Moo! 2 baby moves and 2 adult moves. What is that?
Free trailer.
Nico, what's your favorite state to go off-roading in?
Utah.
Utah? Why?
That isn't what I want.
Yeah, this is awesome.
While overlanding is mostly about the travel itself, it's the points of interest in between that turns hours of bouncing along a trail into breathtaking moments of amazement and wonder. To say the scene was breathtaking does not do it justice.
It's places like this and their visual treasures that keep us hungry for more bends and turns in the trail, because you just never know what might be around the next corner. As epic as this place might be, the constant winds were not conducive to an enjoyable camping experience, and since it was still early in the day, we decided to travel on after drinking in our fill of the views. We've seen a lot of places in our travels from the Gulf Coast to the Arctic coast, but few areas are as rich in fantastic formations and puzzling erosions as this state. With every new discovery, we found ourselves discarding the words awesome and epic as it began to feel melodramatic and insufficient. We simply began to whisper Utah in reverent tones and shake our heads in disbelief at what our eyes beheld. What do you think of this spot?
It's pretty good.
Yeah? Think the wind's gonna work with us?
I'm gonna be optimistic and say the only reason it's windy is because the sun's getting ready to go down.
There you go. That's what we were talking about.
Then maybe it'll be better later.
Hope so.
Are you okay?
So what we got here?
This is what keeps us warm at night.
Okay.
It's a diesel heater. We run it off of a portable battery pack, 12 volt. You can run it off your car if you've got enough deep cycle in there,
Okay.
or if you want to just risk it. But basically, it just has a small little combustion chamber, and it's a heat exchanger. So instead of pumping fumes into the
Gotcha.
tent, it's heating up a radiator and then blowing cold air over it, and then that way you get clean hot air up in there.
Awesome.
So I feel it's a little bit safer with the kids, especially since we'd want a buddy heater up there, but then I'm sure something's not going to work.
Right, right.
Our kids are not good enough for that.
Well, you guys have seemed to
For
be
me.
pretty toasty on this trip, so.
Yeah, the only thing is that it ticks a little bit, but the annoyingness of the ticking is less annoying than the awesomeness of the warmth.
Right. You get used to the noise, right?
So yeah, but it's overall pretty simple.
Yeah. Is the ticking just the igniter, or?
It's the fuel pump. So it's got a
Okay.
piezoelectric fuel pump that just pushes fuel into the combustion chamber.
Gotcha.
And it just burns off.
Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense.
That's all it is. And then it's got this little control head unit. So I popped that into the tent. I made this awesome.
Oh, so you got a thermostat
extension.
right
yeah,
there.
exactly. And that way we can just set the temperature of what we want in there.
Uh-huh.
And then we run our awesome Home Depot
Right.
plumbing and zip it into the zipper. And that's it.
Crazy. Crazy. What's something like that go for?
The heater, it's like 120 bucks on Amazon.
What?
And the battery pack we made for about 300 bucks.
Yeah. Well, that's a
Also
big
DIY.
battery pack too,
It's
right?
what, 100 amp hours
Oh, wow.
for a 12 volt. So
Nice.
it's definitely heavy because it's got a regular battery in there, not your new fancy expensive lithium.
Right.
But if it just stays in the truck, then it's not a big deal.
There you go. Handy. Well, that beats all of our blankets for sure.
We still use blankets. And, yeah.
We use a lot of blankets. What do we got going over here?
We are making some Dijon salmon for dinner tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I smell it. That smells amazing.
Should be tasty.
What's for dinner?
Steak.
All right. We never have steak.
Never. I thought I would, bring that one out of retirement.
Okay. Nice. What are you making there?
Just a little veggie salad to put
Uh-huh.
on the side.
On the side?
Yeah.
If there's room.
For you and Caroline, yeah.
If there's room.
I always have room for veggies.
We'll see. It's an awesome rock fort you got going there.
No, this is for baby.
It's a what?
Baby.
A baby.
What? For baby. This is for babies. And the baby was and will was.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
And it's very big.
It's just right.
It has 4 layers.
Yeah. Limited supplies.
Make sure we have full contact on the gristle.
Full contact for perfect sear.
We want the full contact.
Hot dog's ready?
He's like, yes.
You want to stand on the end of your log and I'll stop.
After our trip to Colorado last year, many of you suggested we add a battery-powered chainsaw to our kit. While I'm a bit of a traditionalist when it comes to chainsaws, I finally succumbed to the possibility and ordered one up. While we do have a nice steel chainsaw that rode along with us to Alaska, carrying a large chainsaw with its bar oil and specialty fuel became too messy and cumbersome, which is why we often left it behind. After this little test though, I think the battery-powered DeWalt is going to be a permanent fixture due to its lightweight and small footprint. I will forewarn you though, it leaks bar oil everywhere, so be sure to keep it in a bag or you'll end up with a nice puddle at the end of a trip. Still, it beats our old bow saw hands down.
I like the way you're thinking there, Alex. I think I'm going to cut all those little splinters off for us.
We're gonna have so much to bring home. Wait now, hey, it's already.
Wow. What a day. What a trip. Again, every turn, Every hill we climb, every canyon we dip into, there's a surprise around every turn. This is just incredible. We've seen a lot of places, but again, and you're gonna get tired of me saying this, but Utah is just incredible. I've never seen so much diversity and crazy geology. I mean, case in point. Well, we've come up this dry wash off of the trail a ways. It's so remote out here. There are no established camping areas. You just have to be wise in your selection, minimize your impact, and we nailed it. This is just beautiful. Otherworldly up in here. So, bellies are full of steak, roaring fire, and now it's time to relax for a bit. Hope you guys are enjoying this ride. It's been awesome.
This is way harder than using a mat.
You got some from this backside here too.
I don't care if I walk the trail over the fire. This is not mine too.
He's like,
You're gonna have to buy a new one.
Aw, lighter blue.
Alex, it is plenty lit.
After a great night of campfire conversation and a peaceful, windless sleep, we awoke the next morning and said our goodbyes to the Xplr family before they made their way further south to Arizona. Be sure and check out these fine folks on Instagram and follow them for even more family adventures in the Southwest.
Join us next Thursday as we link up with the epic family road trip to explore even more of the indescribable Utah.
Nailed it! That's it! Good job! Perfect. I love it.
Lifestyle Overland is supported by viewers like you. If you like following our adventures, then please join us on patreon.com/lifestyleoverland. Thank you, painters, for all your support. Until next time, stay curious.